Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 30th going to the 5th of November. So happy birthday. I hope you guys have an amazing week for those who are celebrating this week. But anyway, let's jump in. Let's see what's going on for you guys, alright? Let's see, please, for Scorpio. For Scorpio, please. Spirit. Ooh. The attachment card just gave me a flash just then. Alright, we have the 6th chakra here. And victory on the bottom of the deck. And envy underneath that, alright? Some of you definitely have some victory. Some of you are glowing. Some people do not like to see it, though. Literally, the colors here are just so interesting. There are some cold... They wanted me to swear. Oh my god. There are some cold bees. That's what they're saying. I don't want to swear, but here we go. There are some people who just don't radiate the same light that you guys do. And I'm feeling this sense of coldness from these people. These are people who just aren't very warm. They're not like you. They're probably the polar opposite for some of you, okay? But definitely are some people who are watching you from a distance here and do feel very envious about your victories, okay? That's what this combination represents here. But ultimately, you do have the 6th chakra. So you guys can probably see this. Your third eye is opening. It does feel like it's been a bit blocked for a little bit here, Scorpio, when the card comes in. So you guys are becoming a lot more grounded, a lot more stable with yourself. And it does feel like your third eye is opening with that, all right? Let's get you some more for Scorpio, please. You have this Scorpio card. This is longevity. And I feel like I want to say chin chin to that. Like I'm almost seeing like celebration, which makes sense around the time of your birthday, but it is your season as well. And it feels like what you are doing now is really going to not only pay off now, but also in the long term as well. So this is really good. Whatever changes are happening or whatever changes you've already invoked is what they're saying, is definitely going to kind of like, I see this clock here. And it does feel like what you're doing now is kind of either changing. It kind of feels like the outcome of it is going, again, to go towards your longevity. It just feels like this is long-term growth, long-term success. With that clock there, it reminds me of the divine, like divine timing. You do have trickery coming through, which is kind of like the devil card. In this case, what's very interesting is it does feel like there is an offer that may have already come your way or might in this week come your way, and it kind of feels like a bribe. It kind of feels like something wants you to swap what you've got with some sort of illusion. All right, just pay attention to this. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is, and I don't say that very often on this channel, but it's because this dragon here seems to have this huge acorn and is like, well, if you give me all these ones, I'll swap you for the big one. But the big one, you open it, it's not even real. Like, be careful of scams around this time. Be careful of things that just look... Just keep with what you've got is what I feel like. I feel like there is a little bit of trickery around you. And it could be that envy. People could be wanting what you have, Scorpio. And it just feels like if people are wanting to swap or if people are wanting to like, oh, like, let me be a part of that. Like, just don't. Don't be fooled. I don't know what that is, but I just don't like it. But anyway, we do have enlightenment underneath that, so I think a lot of you guys are very aware. The trickery is the green card, all right, which is representing the heart chakra, so pay attention. Not everyone has your best intentions in mind. Just because you have a very big heart, Scorpio, doesn't mean that everyone else does, and unfortunately, that's just life. Is what it is. And we have enlightenment here, so this is about this is the solar plexus, and this is about your willpower. And because we have enlightenment here, you guys are becoming more aware of what it is that you're capable of. Some of you might find something that inspires you this week, maybe someone that you can look up to around this time, and it feels like they want you to follow that. All right, for Scorpio, let's see the recent past, please. The Magician, the Page of Swords, and the Sun. So what's interesting about this is the Page of Swords is kind of Scorpio energy, in my opinion, because it's about curiosity. It wants to know the deep layers. All right, so the Page of Swords coming through may mean that recently you've been looking into some things, feeling a bit more curious, feeling a little bit more like you want to research into things, read more things, or, you know, dive deep into some information. All right, if that is the case, Magician and the Sun card being here as well feels very good for you, because it feels like you're in the I'm hearing the pursuit of creation. Some of you could be inventing things, creating things, whether it's your own business, whatever it is with the Magician, you are manifesting it into existence. And the Sun card represents growth, joy, happiness, and it is the best card in the deck. So whatever it is that you've recently felt called towards, Scorpio, definitely see you succeeding in that endeavor. It may just seem like the beginning, but it's the beginning of something really happy for you. Page of Swords, Magician, the Sun, whatever it is that you're working on. Again, the Page of Swords does represent at times jealousy, envy, can represent people who are spying, watching you, Scorpio, so just pay attention to that. I think you're fine on your own. I think you're doing very well in your own energy. You're just beginning a new journey is what it feels like. And I think there's a lot of fortune in your future, okay? Let's see your current energy for the week. Ten of Wands reversed, Three of Cups, and then High Priestess. Interesting. Ten of Wands reversed is a very good card in my opinion because it means that you can finally release something that has been a very long, strenuous journey, okay? You guys could be coming to completion with something, finally being able to put a chapter to an end here and move forward, whether that is, you know, a certain goal you're finally reaching and now you can relax and let go of all that hard work you've been doing. For some of you, it can also just be something that has been weighing heavily on your shoulders. You're finally releasing it, finally letting go of it. We have the Three of Cups and the High Priestess, so some of you could be celebrating something, all right, whether it is, you know, something, the High Priestess, something that you knew you was going to get is what it feels like. High Priestess can sometimes be secrets. All right, some of you may have like a secret party coming up or something like that. High Priestess can also represent things that are hidden, as you know. It can also just represent your subconscious mind. With the Three of Cups, Ten of Wands, it does feel like there is something being released on a subconscious level, and there is a lot more gratitude coming into your life in the present, which feels very good. Again, you are very enlightened at this time with the High Priestess. You guys are very intuitive. All right, so trust your gut instincts, trust your vibes. I do, again, see you completing a chapter. So whether that is physical, spiritual, whatever it may be, there is a lot of need for celebration for it. If you have some friends around you, make sure you're celebrating something. No matter how big or how small, it does call for a celebration when the Three of Cups is there in this kind of context. Going into your blockages for the week, please, Spirit, for Scorpio. Challenges, blockages, Hierophant. Could be in terms of a relationship. Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Sorry, I'm just going to look at these. What's interesting is, regardless of what this is, to be honest, I feel like there is something to do with past relationships coming through, past friendships, whatever it may be. Something that you can learn from. Page of Pentacles. If it's a current relationship, maybe there is like a bit of a blockage when it comes down to learning a lesson with how to move forward with that. You do have Eight of Cups and Five of Cups. So for some of you, maybe it's really about understanding whether something is fulfilling enough for you. For some of you, it is about walking away from something that might be, you know, trying to fool you into being naive. Queen of Swords though, you're smart enough to know better. You trust your gut instincts for some of you, okay? Even though it's a disappointing outcome. I'm not sensing that for everybody because these cards aren't necessarily that bad to me. So that is just for a few of you. For others of you, it does feel like you are really learning a lesson from your past. So your challenge is, you know, learning what to do with this. You know, instead of repeating it in your mind or in your emotions with the Hierophant and Six of Cups, it does feel like you are being taught how to put these lessons that you've learned in the past, in your past relationships, moving forward. That's what this represents to me. This doesn't look that bad. Page of Pentacles is quite good. Again, it's about taking the first steps into moving forward and becoming successful with what you've learned along the way and learning as you still go on. Hierophant, Six of Cups, relationships, commitments, even past jobs it can even be as well. You're learning, you're looking back, and your challenge this week is to put that into practice, what you've learned. In the near future, please, for Scorpio. Six of Swords reversed. Eight of Wands, though. All right, that's interesting. Now, both of these are kind of travel cards. There may be some delay with travel moving forward or delay with something, but ends up becoming quite speedy after that. Like I'm seeing things might not go in the timing that you want it to. Like when it comes down to moving forward, you have the Lovers as well here. Maybe it's a choice, and with the Two of Pentacles underneath the deck as well. Some of you might just take a bit of a break before you move forward and end up, you know, like suddenly it happens in perfect timing and then things just keep moving forward from then. That's what I'm seeing. Because Six of Swords is moving away from chaos to calmer waters. It's a journey card, you know. So the fact it's reversed feels like that gets delayed. Might be a bit of disappointment around that, to be honest. But then all of a sudden, something else comes in. So something may not go as planned, but it turns out even better than expected here. Eight of Wands could be a form of communication, could be some opportunities coming away here, but it feels like rapid growth. And then that comes towards the Lovers. Choices, decisions, could be to do with relationships, could be getting a lot of admirers, might find yourself getting into a relationship all of a sudden, but it comes from some delay. Some of you might have a plan, and then that doesn't work out, you're a little bit annoyed, you just decide to do something, and then you meet your soulmate. Like that's what I'm picking up on. Or if it's in terms of business, for example, a job opportunity doesn't go through the way you want it to, but then all of a sudden you hear from an even better opportunity and you get to make a choice with that. You either stay and wait for what you planned for, or you go ahead with this new thing. I think going ahead with a new thing is a part of your purpose. The Eight of Wands to me is always a card about going in the right direction, moving in the positive way. Six of Swords seems like you're moving in the right way, but it's almost like a made for faster movement. More passion. I like it. It feels very good. As you can see here, this person represents like a message. She's got like little posts on her back. So some of you could be receiving like a letter or email, or again, some form of communication that gives you a decision to make in regards to something that is kind of not really working out in the right time, or to move forward with something different, but even better. In terms of your relationships with Scorpio, Justice, Four of Wands, the Tower. Some of you may have been divorced, may recently or currently be going through some sort of divorce. Justice and a Tower. You're the Four of Wands as well. Some of you are finding out friends' true colors here. All right, Justice is karma, and so is the Tower here. It's divine intervention. So it does look like the divine is interfering with your relationships because we have longevity here. Whatever is falling away is just not for your longevity. It's not for your future. Whatever is staying, whatever is being tested in a positive way makes you stronger. I do believe that the divine is stepping in. So this is kind of make or break, to be honest with you, with the Justice card. If it's right, if it's meant to be, if it's balanced, it will stay. It will surpass the tests of the universe. All right, it will make you stronger, the foundation stronger. For others of you, it does feel like there might be a falling apart, but that's very it's very 50-50. That's what the Justice is there for. Can I just get one more? Will that work? That's the same with your friendships. Four of Wands is usually my friendship card, but in this one it is also like an engagement, which is what it means in tarot, but I always see it as like a celebration and fun friendship card. You have the Chariot. Yeah, either way is moving forward. For some of you, if you're in a really good relationship or dating somebody, the Knight of Cups underneath that, you can see the writing. This is definitely someone who's interested in you. If they did not say it before, they are going to say it now. You guys could be signing a contract. You guys could be getting engaged. With the Chariot, things are definitely moving forward in your love life. There is unconditional love there. All right, for the majority of you, let's see your advice for the week. Four of Wands reversed. Whatever falls away needs to fall away. Whatever doesn't work just doesn't work. If you've been confused in the past, things are going to be very, very clear for you moving forward. Anything that causes you to question, like usually Ten of Cups is okay. It's asking for you to use your discernment. What looks good, what doesn't, what do you get a gut feeling about? But in this case, it's kind of like anything that's portraying confusion is just not yours. Like the Ace of Cups is very clear. There is no choice between that. So for some of you, if it's not a how yes, then it's a how no. Like that's what I'm picking up on. And same with the Four of Wands. Like this is to do with your goals, your achievements here, maybe your friendships and dynamics with people. All right. Like something is calling for you to not need to choose. So if you're currently a bit confused, it's not any of those options. Whether it's in love, again, whatever it may be, like the Ace of Cups is very clear. This is what you're looking for, is new beginnings, new caring connections. One more. Yeah, Eight of Swords, free yourself from feeling trapped. Hermit reverse, Six of Wands reverse. Now this is very interesting. Hermit reverse can sometimes be like dark night of the soul. It can be a little bit of depression, to be honest. But again, I'm not a therapist, can't diagnose everyone. But I'm saying that this is what currently comes through with that card whenever I read it. It's like when we overanalyze. But it does feel like you are stepping away from that. You are stepping away from maybe being isolated, being alone. Six of Wands usually is about being victorious. So that to come reversed at the same time that you're freeing yourself from problems. For some of you, you may accept defeat in something to free yourself. Does that make sense? And that may be in relation to this energy. Maybe it is what the trickery is. It seems like some sort of like failure, but it's not. It's just that you're freeing yourself from something that may be trying to trap you, some of you. I wonder what that is. Can you explain to us, please, Spirit, what the trickery card is? Maybe that's the Seven of Cups, that illusion. Oh, some of you it is to do with relationships. Now, this does not always recommend, not recommend. This doesn't always speak about your love, romantic relationships. This can be anything. It just represents soulmates. And not all soulmates are good or bad. Soulmates are people that you have a soul tie to, you have a connection with. These are people that you click with, get on very well with quite easily. You know, people that you feel you've known before. Not all of them are good. Sometimes they're just here for a lesson. Sometimes they're just here to end the karmic cycle, which again gives us a lesson. All right. And sometimes they are here to care for you and give kindness to you. And again, teach you another lesson about what's good in the world. Clarify the Two of Cups here. Seven of Swords. Some of you, that's where the trickery is. Somebody may not be very honest. Again, friendships or whatever. Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups. If something is confusing, if something doesn't add up, I always say this. I don't know why I'm getting passionate here, but if something doesn't add up and doesn't make sense, if someone's story is not adding up this week and it's for a reason, let me just be honest with you, it's for a reason. I always say that when something just doesn't, you're not stupid, Scorpio. And I think you're very, very good at looking between the lines. This feels like somebody's story is not matching up and they're trying to give you reasons about it, but it's just not clear. And again, if anything is causing confusion, it feels like it's trying to deceive you. There is that trickery, but you have enlightenment. You know what's true. You know what to find, like to look for. It's the Ace of Cups. And someone's words are not matching up with their actions. Somebody's story is not matching, it just feels, I don't like this. Somebody's gotten like a different personality in real life than what they're showing you, and this is what you're recognizing. You might be finding out that somebody's been saying something behind your back. That's what I'm feeling here. Like something's going to be made known to you of that. I can see this already, guys. Seriously, Scorpio. This person acting all charming, but behind closed doors, they're here like stealing things or being sneaky or acting like they have some sort of strategy. Just pay attention to that. We're not giving time to time wasters, Scorpio, this week because it's your season. It's your season. What a silly thing to do is to try and mess with the Scorpio in their season. You guys are more intuitive than ever. You guys can read right through people. So that definitely is coming up for you guys around this time. But for others of you, you have really good relationships coming through. So whoever that sneaky behavior is, someone's story is just not adding up. I think you're closing that door. I don't know why I have an accent when I talk. A lot of you guys ask what my accent is. I'm supposed to be British and I just don't know what's going on nowadays. We have haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown, Scorpio. We even have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. You have a ladder, you guys definitely growing and glowing. This is climbing towards success. You do have the mountain here, major challenge to overcome, but ultimately you do have good fortune. Alrighty, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know. If you like my jumper, this is actually my merch, so go and check it out if you want to match me. And we also have memberships, which is a really good way to support the channel, but you don't have to. We will be posting extra readings on there whenever time allows it. But yeah, I wish you guys all the best. I send you my love. Happy birthday. Happy Scorpio season. And I hope to see you guys next time, all right?